Hey guys, I'm Marty Geek. In this video, I have a hands-on look and my personal review of the Dell 27-inch InfinityEdge monitor that I purchased like a week ago already. If you've been following me on my social networks, you know that I purchased this monitor because I've been doing a lot of video capture or game capture, and I wanted something, you know, simple and nice looking so I could put it on my desk. This is basically the first time I ever buy a computer monitor because I've always, since day one, I always purchase laptops. Never purchased a desktop before, and so I had no need to buy a monitor before. So yes, this is actually the S2719H S series. Now keep in mind, when I first purchased the monitor, I actually purchased the wrong one. I actually purchased the S2719H without the S. And then I realized when I was looking on Amazon, I realized that, wait a second, the one with the S is actually the one with speakers. So I had to cancel the other one that I purchased from Dell, which was actually $209. And this one was only $215 with speakers in the bottom. So for me, that was a huge advantage. And for only $6 more, it was worth canceling the other one, even though I did pay it and it was on its way. So I canceled it and I purchased this one. And I received it almost the same day I was supposed to receive the other one. So that's what I did. So keep in mind, if you want the one with speakers in the bottom, you have to get the S2719H S. Now, let's talk about the specs about this monitor. First of all, it's a 1080p screen, 1920 by 1080p, 60 hertz. I think I read somewhere in the description that it actually go all the way up to 75 hertz. That's why it actually in the settings, there's a section where it says refresh rate. It can actually, you can put it fast or faster. So I guess you could take it, bump it up a little bit more if you do so. Also, this is of course IPS screen, LED monitor. It has anti-glare, which is awesome. There's not going to be too much reflections when you're watching or videos or playing video games. It's really damn cool. One thing about this monitor, which I was surprised, is that it doesn't have no VGA port or HDMI port at all. This monitor actually has only two HDMI ports in the bottom, two HDMI ports and one audio line output, which means you can actually connect like headphones or speakers if you wanted to connect speakers to this monitor. But it doesn't have anything else. No VGA, no USB. No, I think there's like another DVI connector, something like that. So there's nothing more. So it only has two HDMIs, which is good for me because that's the only thing I really care for two HDMI speakers or inputs. Now, for when it comes to the speakers, it has two 5-watt speakers, which actually sounds pretty good. I'll show you guys right now how it sounds.
Stein, a screen. Poked away. And off kicks to Temple. King's moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. And now it's Westbrook running. He can go all the way. Count that one. Westbrook's got 5 points so far.
Russell Westbrook right now creating havoc with his defensive abilities. My goodness.
Now, when it comes to adjusting the screen, you can only adjust it up or down. That's it, up and down in angles. And that's it. You can't actually adjust it side to side because of the base doesn't really allow it. The way it's actually, the base is actually attached to the behind of the monitor, doesn't really allow you to adjust the screen side to side, only up and down, which if that's a problem with you guys can actually get one of those mounts and get a VESA adapter, which you can actually get it. I'll put the links in my description for the VESA adapter that I'm gonna buy for this screen. That way I can eliminate the space that the base actually occupies on my desk. If you're asking about the size of the base size is only 7.3 inches, which is not bad when I compare it to all the other monitors that I was actually looking at. Now, of course, during the video, I'm going to be showing you guys gameplay and a little bit of the unboxing so you guys can see all the things that was actually included in the box. Like for example, HDMI cables were included, which was a nice thing. And of course, the power cable has to be included, and everything else. The unboxing was very, very simple. There was nothing extra added besides the screen and the cables. Now when it comes to the buttons are actually down here on this side of the screen. This right here that you see lighting up is actually the power button that has a little LED light. That's the only thing that you're gonna actually see in this monitor that actually lights up. When you want to go access to settings, you just go like that, tap one of them. You got two preset buttons right here, which if you press over here, you can actually go through all the presets available here. You got standard, you got custom color, you got cool, you got warm, you got game, you got movie, comfort, and standard. There you have it. So I'm gonna put it right there. You can set it right there. Here you got volume. So you got volume up and volume down right here. And click OK. And over here, click right here. This will access all the settings available, which I'm going to guide you through. You got brightness and contrast there. You got input sources right here. You got HDMI 1, HDMI 2, auto select right there. Color, you got the presets right there. You got input, RGB, saturation, hue. Display right here. If I want to go over here, you got the ratio 4.3, 5.4, 16:9. Click back again. You got the sharpness, dynamic range, response time right here. And this is the response time that I say you can actually put it fast or super fast. Right now on my other input where I have the switch on is actually set to fast. Right now here is on normal because it's actually connected to my computer, so I leave it on normal. Over here, let's go ahead and back again. Here you got audio. Right now you got volume, speakers are enabled, max audio, which is like a software, is actually on. Here you got languages available. Let's see the languages available there. There you go. You can see all the languages available. And I'll go back again. This right here is something I actually adjusted. This is to make it transparent, this menu right there. So you go up like that and it makes this transparent. I actually turned it off because that way I can see it better, but you can leave it right there in 20% if you want, and it looks pretty damn cool right there. Here you got your timer. This sets the timer for when this thing turns off the menu, so I put it on 20 seconds. And over here you got personalize. This right here, that means that you can actually personalize the two preset buttons already. One right now is actually preset to preset modes, but if you want to change that, you can actually change that to another function if you want to. But right now I'd rather have it like that. Key 1 is preset mode, key 2 is volume, but if you want to change that, you can actually change that if you want. So I got the power LED. What that does, it turns this off. So if I want to turn that off, if it really bothers you, you could just go there, turn it off, and there you go. It actually turns off. But I actually like the way it looks. So let's go and turn it on. Boom. And it turns on. And basically that's it. And over here you got others. So here in other, if I want to click right there, it shows me the model number, HDMI that right now is working, HDMI 2. And 1920 1080p 60 hertz, and you got DCI, you got LCD conditioning, you got the firmware right there, service tag. So other than that, that's what you're gonna be finding in your settings for this monitor. Well guys, and that's all you can actually do in the settings right there, which honestly is pretty good. All the things you can actually do there. And I gotta say, I really been enjoying this screen, especially playing with my Nintendo Switch connected to this monitor, because the Switch actually works pretty damn good on this monitor, and of course it doesn't go over 1080p. But you can actually connect anything here on this monitor. You can connect the PlayStation 4 or Xbox One as well, and it's gonna look really damn great, especially because of the borders. I love the fact that this screen has basically no borders whatsoever. It doesn't have like a little bit, but it's basically borderless, this screen, which is awesome. And that's what I was actually looking. The Dell logo is actually really little in there in the bottom. You barely can see it. And I really like this monitor. You know, for me, if you're looking for a monitor that you can actually do your homework or do projects and all that and play some video games, I think this is a good monitor, and it's not that expensive. It's only $215, which I'm gonna leave the links in my description. That way, if you're interested, you can actually get it from there. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments as well. Like I said, it has anti-glare coating over it, which is going to prevent glaring and all that, and it feels really good. When you're looking at it, you don't see any glare whatsoever, any distractions at all. The speakers actually sound pretty good. You know, the fact that you can just plug anything to this monitor and not having to connect headphones or speakers, that for me is a really good advantage. Of course, the only negative things I would have to say for this monitor is that if you're looking for USB ports, there's no USB ports, there's no VGA ports. It only has 2 HDMI ports, which for me is good enough, because that's everything I hook up to the monitor, I always use HDMIs. Nothing else. And of course, the fact that you need an adapter to use a VESA mount, that's another negative there, but the VESA mount for this screen can actually be found in a link in the bottom that I'm gonna leave. There's an adapter you actually connect to the TV, and it converts it into a VESA mount. Then you can actually hook it up to any VESA mount out there in the market. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that in my descriptions, which I'm also gonna be buying as well. And basically that's it, guys. So honestly, for $215, I'm really happy with my purchase. So far I've been playing a lot like Fortnite on the screen, and it looks pretty damn awesome. And of course, I also been using it with my computer. Like right now it's actually connected to my computer, and if I want to do my projects or my video editing on the screen, all I have to do is just plug it in, and that's it. You know, switch the HDMI buttons, and that's it. I'm there already. So guys, thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments or any questions about this screen, please let me know and I'll try to answer them in the comments. Other than that, thanks for watching. Till next time, guys.